nice sunset that I'm mostly missing because I'm in the wrong place at the moment. There's not too many good sunset viewing spots here on this stretch of 125. It's kind of a bummer. Scanned. I'm not sure what's going on. Service engine soon light keeps coming on. We put a new mass airflow sensor in it recently. That's what all the codes were, but for whatever reason didn't really fix it. Just fixed it in terms of 99% of the time it's better, but it still is having issues. First bought their house in Haverhill. My buddy Mike and I, in his Chevy Citation, drove all the way up here. Actually, no, at that point would have been the Corrado, I think. I think you have the VW Corrado. But I believe, drove in my Sunbird, now that I think about it. My mom's Pontiac Sunbird. We drove all the way up here to the Lee Speedway. And that's when we turned around to go back towards Haverhill. Because it was like we were so far up north. We had taken a good long road trip. And it was time to start heading back because that had consumed several hours driving around, stopping at car dealerships and looking at cars and things. And I don't believe in that time period. I don't think that there was even a Walmart in Epping. I think the Epping Walmart hadn't been built yet. It would have been July, August of 1997. Crazy to think that's almost 30 years ago. I have a hard time wrapping my mind around that. It was wild. There's a little spot over here. You should be able to see the sunset in a little bit. Rolling hills and a farm. That's beautiful. Seeing a beautiful sunset or sunrise definitely does help to cut down on the seasonal depression, in my opinion. I didn't even realize that I got kind of bummed out with seasonal depression until I was, I think about 19 or 20. I was in college. I want to say I was 19 in college in the winter of 98 going into 99. I would have been 19 that year. Turning 20. And I remember just thinking I was just so bummed out and I had no idea why. I just sort of felt a little bit of a depression coming on constantly that winter. And I sort of put two and two together that that's what it was. Here in a bit. Wouldn't go back here if I didn't. If the Pathfinder still had the tires that it had last week, I wouldn't have gone back here because they weren't all that great. The tread was basically gone. Epping Water Tower. Proof BMW using their blinker. Look at that, 2 in a row. 2 in a row. You know, I always use my blinker when I'm driving my BMW. There you go. There's an X5 and a 328i in the span of 12 seconds, both using their turn signal. So much for that stereotype. Get to see some nice rolling hills in New Hampshire countryside, though. Big old barn. I'm not fans of the people who own this place. They're, well, I just didn't have a very nice interaction with one at one point, and some of their political signs indicate that they are quite the opposite of the average farmer I know in terms of their politics.